Hello, you beautiful, soon-to-be fluent English speakers. It's your boy, Teacher Sam, back with another video. Today we're diving deep into the world of self-taught English learners. You know, those absolute champions who took it upon themselves to conquer this language like total bosses. We're going to uncover the secrets behind why they're so darn good. So buckle up, hit that like button for the algorithm, and let's unravel the mystery. Alright, let's talk about the first superpower of self-taught learners, flexibility. Imagine this. You're stuck in a boring classroom, the clock is ticking slower than a snail in molasses, and the teacher's droning on about grammar rules. Sounds awful, right? Well, guess what? Self-taught learners dodge that bullet. They're the masters of their own learning destiny. No more rigid schedules or soul-crushing textbooks. These rebels choose when, where, and how they want to learn. Feeling like having a grammar cram session at 3 a.m. while wearing a unicorn onesie? Go for it. Want to binge-watch English cooking shows to pick up some culinary vocab? Be my guest. The point is, self-taught learners have the freedom to create a study plan that fits their lives, not the other way around. And speaking of study plans, let's not forget about the freedom to choose your weapons of choice. Forget those dusty old textbooks. Self-taught learners have a whole universe of resources at their fingertips. From language learning apps to YouTube channels hosted by charismatic teachers, like yours truly, the options are endless. And the best part? They get to pick and choose the resources that actually interest them, making the learning process feel less like a chore and more like an adventure. This flexibility, my friends, is a game changer. Embrace it and make your English learning journey an epic one. Now let's talk about the second secret weapon in a self-taught learner's arsenal: personalized learning. This is where things get really exciting. Imagine this. You walk into a gym, and instead of some generic workout routine, you've got a personal trainer who crafts a plan specifically designed for you. That's what personalized learning is all about, but for your brain. Self-taught learners, they're like the master chefs of their own learning recipes. They know exactly which ingredients to add to create the perfect blend of knowledge. Struggling with listening comprehension? No problem. Crank up those English podcasts and get those ears working. Grammar got you feeling like you're drowning in a sea of tenses? Time to hit those grammar exercises and rule the syntax waves. The beauty of personalized learning is that it allows you to focus on your weaknesses and play to your strengths. It's like having a superpower that lets you target your learning with laser precision. No more wasting time on stuff you already know or struggling through concepts that make your brain want to take a nap. So, ditch the one-size-fits-all approach and embrace the power of personalized learning. Your brain is unique, just like you. Let's talk about the secret sauce that separates the self-taught from the rest: motivation, baby. We're not talking about some fleeting New Year's resolution type motivation here. We're talking about the deep-down, burning desire to conquer English that fuels these learning machines. You see, self-taught learners, they're not doing it for the grades or the gold stars, although those are nice bonuses. They're driven by something far more powerful: their own personal goals and aspirations. Maybe they dream of traveling the world, confidently chatting with locals in their native tongue. Or perhaps they yearn to connect with people from different cultures, sharing stories and laughter across language barriers. Whatever their motivation, it's deeply personal and incredibly powerful. It's the engine that keeps them going when the grammar gets tough and the vocabulary feels endless. It's the fuel that ignites their passion for learning and propels them towards fluency. And let's be real for a second, folks. Staying motivated when you're the captain of your own learning ship can be tough. There's no teacher to crack the whip or classmates to compete with. It's all on you. But here's the thing. Self-taught learners, they've cracked the code to staying motivated. They set realistic goals, break down larger tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks, and celebrate their progress along the way. They surround themselves with supportive online communities, cheering each other on and sharing tips and tricks. They understand that learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint, and they pace themselves accordingly. So find your why, my friends. Your motivation is your secret weapon, your superpower, your key to unlocking a world of possibilities. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to unlock the next level of self-taught learning: critical thinking. Forget about those robotic drills and mindless memorization techniques. Self-taught learners, they're not just learning English. They're training their brains to become lean, mean, language-solving machines. You see, when you're learning on your own, you don't have a teacher to spoon-feed you every single grammar rule or vocabulary word. You're forced to figure things out for yourself, to connect the dots, to become a linguistic detective. Think about it. When you stumble across a new grammar structure or encounter a word you've never seen before, what do? If you're a self-taught learner, you don't just throw your hands up in defeat. No, you roll up your sleeves, put on your detective hat, and get to work. You start analyzing patterns, looking for clues in context, and experimenting with different ways to use the language. This process of active problem solving, of wrestling with the language and coming out on top, is what strengthens your critical thinking skills. And the best part? These critical thinking skills, they don't just benefit your English learning, oh no, they spill over into other areas of your life, making you a sharper, more analytical thinker overall. So, embrace the challenge, my friends. The more you use your critical thinking skills, the stronger they'll become. Alright, let's talk about the holy grail of language learning retention. Because let's be real, what's the point of learning all this amazing English if it just flies out of your head faster than a squirrel on a sugar rush? Nobody wants to be stuck in a never-ending cycle of learning and forgetting, right? Well, guess what? Self-taught learners, they've got a secret weapon for making English stick like glue, practical application and real-life context. They understand that language isn't just about memorizing grammar rules and vocabulary lists, although those are important too. It's about using the language in real-world situations, making it a part of their daily lives. Think about it. Would you rather learn new vocabulary words by staring at them endlessly in a textbook, or by using them in actual conversations with native speakers? I think we both know the answer. When you use language in a meaningful way, when it's relevant to your life and your interests, it just sticks better. Self-taught learners, they get this. They're not afraid to step outside their comfort zones and put their skills to the test. They join language exchange groups, chat with online tutors, and even travel to English-speaking countries to immerse themselves in the language. They watch movies and TV shows without subtitles, challenging themselves to understand the dialogue. They listen to English music, paying attention to the lyrics and singing along, even if it's just in the shower. They read English books and articles, expanding their vocabulary and getting lost in stories. By actively using English in their daily lives, they're not just learning the language, they're living it. So get out there and use your English. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become. So there you have it, folks. The secrets behind why self-taught English learners are so darn good. They've got flexibility, personalized learning, sky-high motivation, critical thinking skills that could rival Sherlock Holmes, and retention powers that would make a supercomputer jealous. But here's the best part. These secrets, they're not exclusive to some elite group of language learning ninjas. They're available to anyone who's willing to put in the work and embrace the self-taught journey. Now I want to hear from you. What are some secrets that helped you kickstart your self-taught English journey? What challenges are you facing on your path to fluency? Drop your comments below. Let's share tips, encourage each other, and build a community of awesome self-taught English learners. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. We're all in this together.